Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. Started on time for a change. Let's see if we're gonna get the audio. We are. Audio's working, excellent, and we're live. Oh, I forgot to pull out the live chat. I don't know how much time I'll have for questions, mostly because I will be doing another stream today. I got some new live streaming equipment that I will be using on the road because it is time to start traveling again, because I cannot sit in one place. It's insane. And therefore, I needed to step up my game. So later today, I'm gonna try to live stream using my GoPro as my webcam. I bought this thing to go for the Capitol and stuff like that. Well, when I was not inside, but when I was documenting the rallies, and I figure I should put this to use. And I hate every single webcam that has ever existed, ever. And I'm gonna try to put this to use, even though I hate the GoPro as well. But bought a bunch of accessories for it. Like one of these things, and I'm gonna give it a shot later today to try and stream with got some cool stands, things like that, like all these GoPro accessories, in order to utilize it for live streaming. All right, let's go to the charts. I'll let you guys know where I'm going soon. Okay. So this is the hyperwave look at Bitcoin. I just happen to have this chart up because I randomly, and Socrates and I need to discuss this. I'm not sure where this is going, but I like but I like it. So we will get back to that eventually. Monthly chart, not much to say. This is like $2,000 off now. We are now, way closer to the all-time high. And as long as we stay above this red line, there's really no concern. But at this point, this red line is like 25% lower. So I'm hoping to raise this red line to the bottom of the next candle, but I'll just delete it altogether. I think it's becoming irrelevant now, though you never know. We can still crash down below 30K, but that is highly unlikely. Weekly chart. This is the big line right here. I've been talking about it for a while. Can we close at a brand? Oh, there it is. I just had my annotations turned off. Hey, this arrow can still happen. Certainly can. I drew this arrow, when the week started, and even I didn't expect this week to be this good. So it's great. We are going to close at a new all-time high, probably. So we still have a day and a half to go. We got 36 hours. We got 36 hours to close above $38,500. What is the close here? The close is 38.2. So yeah, we close above 38.5 to above 38.2, and we're a new weekly high close. This weekly high close would follow an MRI top. Now, the MRI top actually came on a 3-candle correction, even though the correction started a little too early than I would have liked it to start. This is also the end of extension C. However, I am putting more stock on the price action than this extension C. This extension C does not scare me. This extension C, it appears to be coming. Yes, it is. This extension C is coming from this MRI top, which means that there is still an extension B and extension A in the background. If you want to see where you are in the extensions, you need to display extension details. Now that C is over, I can just display A and B, but we can also display all of them. And you will see how Extension C has ended, but extensions A and B are both on the 8th candle with about 5 candles to go, and they do not have to be consecutive. Okay, keep that in mind as well. All right. Oh, okay. We do have people questions. All right. Awesome. Not Me says, if I bought the ultimate dip at 4,000 last March and then panic sold at 4.5 thousand, that's unfortunate. And have been on the sidelines waiting for an entry all the way up now to 40K. What do I do? I'm going insane. That is very unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. I don't really know what to say to that. I made it very, very clear that I personally went all in at 20K with my trading account. And that was the break of this triangle. I don't know how much more clear I could have made that. I mean, I went all in here. I mean, then I got out, but then I went back in. But I don't really know what to say to that. I think we're still have more upside, but I still think a bigger correction is coming. And man, I can't believe you waited that long. I really don't know what to say. How can you get my backgrounds? I need to tweet them out again. I'll tweet out my backgrounds. I can do it this weekend. I have some more backgrounds to tweet out. I got to put them all together, and I'll tweet them out. Okay, let's get back to the charts here. So the weekly chart, I'm pretty damn bullish right now. Let's see how the week closes. Obviously, I need to see a close above the green line. If we don't have a close above the green line, that doesn't mean that things are bad. It just means that we reset the counts, and I'd rather not reset the counts. The daily chart. So yesterday was interesting. I didn't realize we were on an MRI top yesterday. And because I did at the last minute, I said, hey, we might have a little bit of consolidation. But at the same time, I was still very, very bullish. I did not expect a pullback. I just expected some consolidation. I was hoping we would do this breakout on Monday. But the breakout started happening earlier. And I happened to be in front of my computer when the breakout started. And I immediately took a screenshot. I posted it in my Telegram group for MRI users. And I also tweeted it out. I don't really tweet charts often anymore. Like back in the day, I used to tweet charts multiple times a day. But now I tweet out charts like once a month. But this was such an important breakout. I had to immediately tweet it out, which I did. And up we go. Now keep in mind, this hourly chart right here, this hourly chart is on an MRI warning, which means in 22 minutes, and I will probably still be on this stream in 22 minutes, we will have an MRI top on the hourly, which means that this could be a potential profit taking for the day. But we have to see how the candles are moving. If I was to enter, had I entered a leveraged bullish trade at the break of the cup and handle, I would start to consider taking my profit now, okay? I would have considered taking my profit on this MRI had I been awake, but I would not have because the pullback started earlier. Had this MRI top been, around 40,000, why does my thing, I don't know why it rings. I usually have it on YouTube. Man, it's like 2 days in a row. Like the one call I get during the day is during my live stream. But it shouldn't be ringing. Like I don't understand why. I mean, I do my best to silence everything. All my like I miss all like messages. Like I don't get notifications. I just have to like go and check manually. So I would be considering taking profit. The main difference between the current MRI top and the MRI top that took place, like 12 hours ago is the fact that this one is taking place at the high price, but this one took place on the fourth candle of a pullback. That's a very different MRI top environment. I am much more interested in taking profit at the very top than I am off a pullback or off consolidation. That's basically how the MRI helps you in your trading. Someone is saying, what's the typical target of a cup and handle? Well, it's on my screen. The target of a cup and handle is, I can make the screen bigger actually. The typical target of a cup and handle is the downside of the cup, which was 16% or just above $6,000. And that is why I set a target at approximately 45K. So once you're above 44K, anything above 44K, the cup and handle target has been fully achieved. Okay, fully achieved at 44K. GBTC is going to open nicely. I really hope the premium starts to rise as well, helping me. I still feel shitty by not fully exiting up here. But anyway, it was just dumb on my part. But hey, it's going to be back there sooner than later. Ethereum has pulled back against Bitcoin, and the shitcoin death watch is on. Let's go and take a look. Oh man, it didn't fall that much. All right, so the Bcash shitcoin death watch is still on. We're waiting for it to cross 0.01 versus Bitcoin, and then we can pronounce this stupidity officially dead. Ethereum versus the dollar is on an MRI top. See, this is a slightly different MRI top. I think this MRI top could pull Ethereum back. I think people are seeing the Bitcoin breakout, and they want in on the Bitcoin breakout. So there might be selling some Ethereum and going into Bitcoin. Gold is closed. It's Saturday. Silver is closed. It's Saturday. Stock market is closed. It's Saturday, but it's bullish. Look, we closed at a brand new all-time high. Now, a lot of this probably has to do with the weakness of the US dollar overall. Pfizer. This was Pfizer. I didn't even know what this was. Pfizer is going to get rich selling those vaccines, which I think you're insane for taking, but that's just my non-medical, non-professional opinion. Because I don't think they do anything. I've already heard so many stories of people getting COVID like within weeks or months after getting the vaccine. So what the hell is the point? I've never taken a flu shot. I never saw a point to that. Just be healthy. Just eat healthy. Stop eating shit. Eat healthy. Let me see. DXY. I want to see the dollar. So the dollar has weakened. I think that's it. There it is. The MRI, the daily MRI top is coming. That's a warning. We reversed. I think that's it for the dollar. I think the dollar will start to depreciate now. I am bearish on America for the first time in a long time. I am bearish on America. Between the election, mostly the election, has made me very bearish on America. And I don't think there's any going back. I really don't. Yeah, there's other videos. All these videos from doctors that are advising people not to take the vaccine. There was one by that doctor that got arrested because she was in the Capitol. They couldn't wait to put her in jail for life. And I think her last name was Gold. I tweeted that video out a little while ago. She's very concerned for women of childbearing age taking this experimental mRNA drug, basically, in their system. I am bearish on the dollar. I could be a little biased. It would have been nice for the dollar to get back to the area of the breakdown, but it doesn't have to. The dollar looks like crap. The dollar was looking great, you know. Had the United States, look at that beautiful top, right on the MRI top, and that could be the last high the dollar sees. As much as I think all the other currencies in the world are crap, I think people will lose confidence in the US political system around the world. I think US is no longer a leader. And the question is, well, who's the leader? Well, the answer is no one is the leader now. That's it. It's over. People will hopefully start to wise up and realize that they don't need, you know, a daddy government to do what they need to do. I can look at some questions. Nothing else I need to say. Let's see. Let's go to the short. I'll look at a 4-hour chart. Oh, wait, the funding rate. I do want to see the funding rate. The funding rate must be really going high. And it is. So that is a concern. That is a small concern that the funding rate is high again. So maybe a pullback coming up. We did just go up. We did have a really good day. I stayed through with my bullish trades, and it's looking good so far. Hey, Hugo. Why are long-term treasuries going up? I don't know. Let's see. This is the 10-year yield on the daily. Let's look at weekly. The yield is rising. So treasury should not be going up. Treasury should be going down. TLT going down. Interest rates rising, and bond prices are falling. Here's the 5-year, and here's the 30-year. Interest rates are rising, folks. What does that mean? Well, that means people, that means that, you know, lending money is getting a little bit riskier because no one has a job. So how do you pay that money back? Once yields start to rise, the U.S. economy is in huge shithole. Because most of that debt, most of the U.S. debt, you know, is being financed by very cheap interest rates. You raise that interest rate, that debt burden starts to go exponential. Biden is going to have a tough time in a couple of years when all those debts come due. And the tax revenue ain't going to do shit because, first of all, ain't no one can pay the taxes because ain't no one's working. So where are they going to get the tax money from? Also, people are going to start to rebel a little bit. And what better way is there to rebel than to say screw you to the government via tax revenue? Okay, so questions. I just want to stick around into the next candle. I want to see the hourly candle hit an MRI top. Also the 4-hour chart I promised I would look at. Let me see where we are on the MRI with the 4-hour scale. So the 4-hour scale had an MRI top last candle, but notice that it was a very strong candle. And we're challenging this. Wow, that's a great challenge. We're almost at 41,000, guys. You know, when I put this target in for 45, I didn't think we'd hit it within 24 to 48. I didn't think we'd hit it over the weekend. But shit, the way we're moving, hell, who knows? Who the hell knows? I've now raised my target for this move. Keep in mind, my initial target for the move was in the low to mid 50,000s. But that was going to be my target if we hit it by end of January, early February. By pulling back, I raised my target. My target is now all the way in the 60s. So I think that going into the mid 60s, in one more weekly MRI push to get one of these threes, MRI with a 3 on top of it, is very doable going into end of March. And then we're going to get a pullback. And that would be that first bubble. That would be that first bubble. Since Hugo is in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and go to Twitter. Hey, Hugo, I'm going to pull up your chart. I really like it because it's simple. But I can't find you. Huh. Damn it. I don't know why. Too many Hugos. I can go here. I get a lot of notifications, but by the way, I need a link to this. Man, this COVID stuff is really so here is a list on the CDC website of all the people that are dying right after taking the vaccine. So go check that out for yourself. I don't have the direct link. I haven't had time to look into it, but so this is, doctors are required, I guess, to fill out a form if a patient dies soon after taking the COVID vaccine, and this is like the explanation, like, hey, this person died within 24 hours, this person died within 48 hours after taking the COVID vaccine. So check these out. I mean, this is and unlike a guy getting hit by a motorcycle or a guy falling off a motorcycle and dying who happened to test positive for COVID a month earlier counts as a COVID death. No media is going to talk about this publicly whatsoever if a person dies within 24 hours of taking the COVID vaccine. But this is what you have on the CDC website, and you can read all about this if you like. And this is why I have zero interest in even recommending that my parents take the vaccine. I still would like a link to this. I'm sure I can find it, but this is on the CDC website. This is not like some conspiracy theory website. Okay, so let me scroll down. I get a lot of notifications. Oh, here he is. Oh, it's _ Hugo. No wonder. Hey, thanks for the shout out. I'm looking for his chart, the chart that we talked about with Socrates. It's there somewhere. There it is. There it is. Point that. So yeah, man. So far, so good. This was the chart that we discussed on my show, and I like it because of its simplicity. I like this because of its simplicity, and it's just, an exponential curve that measures the time between the low and the halving date, and then making the potential top the identical time away from the halving. But there is a consequence to this. This means that the top is going to be made fairly soon, and then we could have another extended bear market. But the last bear market came short of the prior swing high. So if this thing goes up high enough, and the target here looks to be about 200,000, maybe more, maybe close to 220, and from there we should avoid the 20,000. I mean, we can pull back for 70%, and we'll still avoid the 20,000. But it will be interesting, and that target is soon. That target is September. So I kind of like this chart. I liked it because he's putting a price and a time. And that creates a much greater probability of being wrong. That's what I do as well. And, I deal with it. But if you're able to try to identify a time and a price, you can reevaluate things if your time target was hit. What's the possibility of going to 60, 70,000 and that being the top before another long bear market? I say that probability is small. I don't expect a long bear market from a $60,000 to a $70,000 top. I believe that if we hit a $60,000 or a $70,000 top, it would not be a long bear market. And I think that's now a little too low. Even that's probably too low. I think that the bear market would be no more than 6 months. That's the maximum 6 months, probably just a few months. So if we do get into the mid 60s to 70s, like as long as we stay under 100,000 with this current run up, I do not foresee a long bear market. I see a short bear market. I see a bear market that would be even shorter than this bear market. So if we call, if those that consider this to be the end, okay, let's back up here. This is the monthly chart. To me, the bear market, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use this. This is monthly chart, so I'm going to hold the shift key. So to me, the bear market lasted 27 months. Well, 26 months, right? So let's, if I move this over by 1. So to me, the bear market lasted 26 months. So here is the candle that started the bear market, January. Bear market starts in January. And to me, the bear market ends in March. That is 26 months. That is more than 2 years. That is 2 years plus 2 months. To me, that's how long the bear market lasted. Now, to other people, the bear market only lasted 11 months. Okay, those that consider the bear market ending, and it's debatable on both sides. I'm not going to say that I'm right, but that's my view. Also because, that's when I became a bull, right there, right at that crash. To me, that's when the bear market ended. I was always concerned until that happened. Now, if you are the type of person that feels that the last bear market only lasted 11 months and the bull market started here, not sure why that's blue and not green, then this was also a bubble top to you. That means that this was another bear market. And this bear market lasted either not 8 months. I'm going to start on this candle. And this bear market lasted for 8 months. So if we top under 100,000, I foresee a bear market, a bear pullback similar to this 8-month pullback, but I think it would be shorter and I think it would be smaller in magnitude. So I don't expect a 70% correction, maybe a 50%, and I don't expect it to last 8 months. I expect it to last no more than 6. Okay, so something like this. We can use the top of the candle. I'm gonna hold the shift key. Okay, what's going on? To there. That would be the type of bear market I would expect. As you can see, that is a 50% correction, and it lasted for no more than 6 months. And then from here, all you have to do is just like ignore these 2 candles. And then I would expect us to go up and do this again. And as you can see, that is about a 500% rise, which is a 4x rise. So if we do fall 50% from, say, 70,000, that takes us, well, let's say 80. Let's say we go to 80,000, right? Let's be really optimistic. Let's say we go to 80,000 and we fall 50% down to 40. That means a 4x from 40 takes us to 160,000. So that's and 160, 170, and that can put us in line with what Hugo did, because if we top at say 80 going into the summer, and then we have a 3 to 4 month correction. So let's say we top in early June, and then July, August. He's got September here. I don't know. May miss that target by a little bit. This may get stretched out a bit, but we'll see. We'll see. That's kind of my view. All right, now I got questions. Tone, can you have a look at Monero? It's not that of a shitcoin. It's not, I agree, it's not that bad of a shitcoin. It is, but it is a shitcoin. It's not as scammy as most, and it's like if you put all the shitcoins, it is, the best three-legged chihuahua in the race. Maybe not the best, but it's up there. I should have a chart of Monero somewhere. I'll see if I can open one. Guess I'm in a good mood today. No, I don't really want to save that chart. Hold on, I'm going to save this chart. Oh, that one's saved. All right, what the hell? Nice. It's a little bit of a divergence here. Not a big fan of that, but it's okay. All right, so the TradingView blockchain is, which is more immutable than the Ethereum blockchain, is informing me that I have not looked at this chart since April of last year. Jesus. All right, so this is we'll open both of these, I guess. This is the, oh boy, that doesn't look good, does it? Come on, you gonna tell me this is not a shitcoin? What is wrong with you people? All right, so first of all, this needs to go. And this looks terrible. Why on earth would anyone hold this? So you do have an MRI warning here on the weekly scale. Wow. Do you realize that this thing has lost how much? Like, I'm not even going to cherry pick the top. I'm just going to use, March of 2018, which is smack in the middle of the Bitcoin bear market. And this thing has lost 90% since then. My God. I mean, this thing is down 65% since October. But that's cherry picking, right? I mean, you're down 40% since breaking support. Why on earth does anyone hold this shit? This is Monero, right? Wow. I mean, I knew it was a shitcoin, but I didn't know it did that. I didn't know it was performing that badly. That is a nasty volume spike, considering the fact that it did nothing and just gave you a new weekly low. This is the lowest weekly close this thing has had in how long? Since 2016. Like, what are you waiting for? I mean, this is like I should put a Monero death watch, not just like the Bcash death watch. Look, I mean, I had this thing in here. Oh, I said it was going to go back to here, right? So the last time I looked at this thing, April. Okay, so that's where this came from, right? So you see this thing? So this was me saying that this is your next leg down, because Monero, I always felt was going to go back to the prior level of resistance, which was this and this. And that was the giant, cup and handle-ish breakout in 2016, 2017. But now you've gone and back tested this. And if you can't immediately bounce off of it and go all the way to the upside, someone says, sorry, I meant Cardano, not Monero. But I'm looking at Monero and I'm like, Jesus. By the way, this is also the future of Cardano. Like at the moment, Cardano might be the darling, and it might be in this 2016, 2017 honeymoon phase versus Bitcoin. But this is the post-honeymoon phase if you did not choose wisely in your marriage. And yeah, I don't want to talk about this nonsense anymore. This shit is done. Though, MRI bottom next week, who the hell knows, might bounce. Dead cat bounce coming. I mean, versus the dollar, wow, this is talking about an old chart. I mean, versus the dollar, it will be doing better because, everything is rising. But it's on an MRI top versus the dollar, so down it goes. You can trade this thing for sure. I mean, look at the MRI. Nice buy right here on the low. Granted, this would probably get me out of that trade unless I overslept this day. This is a daily chart. And that is an MRI top. Oh, I closed the weekly already. I was curious if there was a weekly. Oh, no, it wouldn't be a weekly top on versus Bitcoin at all. Yeah, that's a reversal candle. That's an MRI top. I think Monero is going to be going down. Why would I think anything else? I really don't want to look at Cardano. Do I even have Cardano? I have Cardano. The last time I looked at Cardano, again, thank you to TradingView Blockchain, was in November of 2019. Wow, that's going on that's over a year ago. A year and a half ago, even. All right, we can look. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Open a new tab, And then we go back to Bitcoin. So, wow, beautiful MRI top on a weekly scale back in July. Not the best buying opportunity here. I actually need to update the MRI. Let me use the MRI. Get to update all these charts. Beautiful MRI top right there. And not the best buying opportunity here. I should also use my moving average stuff. It looks bullish for now versus Bitcoin, but it's got a long way to go to reach its all-time high against Bitcoin. What can I say? And versus the dollar, same thing. Let's drop indicators. Let's put the MRI on. I mean, it's bullish versus the dollar, but for now, guys, these are shit coins. They're shit coins. They have one thing going for them: marketing and promotions. It's bullish for now, but we'll see for how long. Cancel, save, close. Bitcoin. Did we break 41K? Let's see. Oh, we're about to break 41K. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. We did. We broke 41K. 41 $25. This is the candle I wanted to see. If I entered a high leverage trade here, I would be exiting now as my short-term trade. Maddie, I see your super chat. India is creating their own coin. No, they're not. They're just creating their own Indian rupees and eliminating paper money. They're not creating anything like Bitcoin. If all countries create their own coin, what's going to happen to Bitcoin? Bitcoin would skyrocket in price. No country is going to create a Bitcoin competitor. It's impossible. The countries want to eliminate cash dollars. They want to eliminate cash money. And as more cash money gets eliminated, the more useful Bitcoin becomes. So it's great for Bitcoin. Oh, Hugo says because I don't follow him. Yeah, I don't. I'm lazy at following people. There you go. Okay, a few more questions, and I gotta go. But I'm gonna test a new live streaming setup later today. Oh, and Dan Held's coming on the show tomorrow, right before the Super Bowl. We're gonna chat some Bitcoin. Yep, here we are pulling back. Like I said, this is the hour. If I was leveraged trade long, I would be getting out right now. If I'm spot long, I probably would just keep holding because we're halfway to the target. Not even halfway. But, you know, a 1 to 4 hour correction could lead to something more. But also, we just had a 4 hour MRI top, last candle here somewhere, one of these two. I think this one was. And now that we're kind of in line with the hourly, we are being rejected by the resistance line on the 4 hour MRI. Like I can see a pullback here. We just gone up, what, $3,000 literally in 12 hours. So I think that's enough. A little more than 12 hours, but less than 24 hours. I think that's enough. We need a little bit of a breather. So, and the 4 hour chart has been really good with the MRI tops. I mean, here's one. Here is one. I mean, just because, and here's one, you know, just because we're one candle off. I mean, this one was off by a candle or two. And then we had, you know, a multi-day consolidation. So I think Bitcoin's going to slow its roll right now. If you're in GBTC, there's nothing you can do. It's the weekend. It's not trading. But if you're, you know, trading on the 24-hour exchanges, I mean, 41K was your exit. I should have been looking at it at that moment and not looking at shit coins. I think that's the last time I'm gonna look at shit coins. I'm done with them. Once the Death Watch hits, once we're done with the B Trash Death Watch, I think I won't look at any shit coins. I might look at Ethereum, especially now that Ethereum has launched on CME futures. But as far as like shit coins go, I think it's time to retire them. I promised I would retire them in February, and it's February. So it's time to retire all things shitcoin specific. But like I told you guys, the 1 hour MRI top was coming at 41, and that was the time to get out of your short-term leveraged bullish trades. Can we still go up? Can I turn this off and we're at 42,000 within the next 3 hours? Yes, of course, that can happen. But at this point, I would stay away from current candle on a 4 hour chart. And I would wait for a close above the resistance line. I don't do pitches anymore, guys. I just don't care anymore. Like, everyone knows everyone that knows me knows that I've been preaching Bitcoin forever. And at this point, I just don't care. I just don't care. You're going to get into it one way or another. You know, eventually you stop telling people to get on email and you wait for them to just tell you what their email address is. MRI on the Dow Jones. I don't see how it would be different than the S&P. We're consolidating after an MRI top, so I'm bullish on the Dow Jones. That's the weekly. Nothing on the MRI side on the daily other than you're bullish, you're about to break the all-time high. Because of the pandemic, money printing, don't you think the bull-bear cycles could change dramatically? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe no more big percent decreases in the next bear market. No, absolutely not. That's not why markets fall. Markets fall because people panic and they don't want to buy, and markets just crash. No, it's very frustrating dealing with the Ethereum people. Raoul Paul mentioned potential nested TD9s in traditional markets, yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily. I guess. I don't know. Here's weekly. I mean, we're long past the last MRI top on weekly, so we got plenty of room to go. That's yearly. I mean, we crashed earlier this year, so the yearly definitely, you know, felt its effects. But if we close this year positively, you know, we got a lot of upside to go. And the monthly, yeah, the monthly is on an MRI top. I mean, that's a concern. We can have a weekly MRI top later this month. We could be topping, but right now I'm still bullish. Okay, that is it. This is way longer than I expected. We're going to take one last peek at Bitcoin hourly. I still think we're going to slow our roll right here on the Bitcoin 1 hour chart due to the MRI top happening right now. We broke 41K and we're now going to pull back for 1 to 4 hours. It'll take us another few hours to get back to the top to 41K. And whoa, look at that. Tone Vays is causing the selling. Told you guys. Told you. This is why I like trading with the MRI. This is a very different candle than this. And I explained that earlier in this episode. Like, you can't tell me, oh, but this MRI top candle didn't take it down. No, this is a very different environment. This is why you need to learn how to trade this indicator. And that's why I said I would not be selling this MRI candle, but I am selling this MRI candle. They're very different. They're not, they look the same on a chart as far as notation goes. But if I was programming a trading bot, I would treat these two very differently because this one was already pulling back for 4 candles and this one wasn't. Dropbox. Oh, looks good. I like it. I like it. Beautiful. I like it a lot. Looks bullish. Yeah, 1300 live, but it pains me to have to cut the stream. Hey guys, please subscribe. I'm like dying to get to 100,000 subs. I've been stuck in the 90s for what feels like 3 years. I'm almost at 99,000. At least get me to 99,000. And then we can go from there. I'm at 98.8,000. It's got to be at least 100 people watching me right now that aren't subscribed. So, baby steps. I really want that 100,000 subs. I'm tired of lying to people when I meet strangers and I tell them I have 100,000 YouTube subs. I'm technically lying. All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. All right, that's it. I'm gonna test out my GoPro as a webcam. Hopefully their software works. And I might do a quick stream later today. Maybe I'll do some Q&A. Okay. And you know, the MRI haters, well, you see it right there. What happened on current candle? Got you out right at the top. So far, still got 40 minutes to go. All right. Hey guys, thank you all for watching. And I will, of course, see you all on the next one. Check out tonevays.com. Forgot to even mention that. My stuff's still on sale for another, well, this month prices rise. I don't know when, but this month prices will rise. All right. On-demand videos. Also, keep in mind that this technical analysis video is identical to this technical analysis video. Okay, so if you're gonna buy the package of these two together, don't buy this and don't buy that, because they're the same thing. Like, this is literally this plus that. It's just extra work for me to then like refund you. So if you're gonna buy the joint package, don't buy these, please. And for those interested in the MRI, it's right here. Product, services, MRI. All right. All right. Thank you all for watching, and see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.